Welcome back, everybody. Episode 4, The Amazing Adventures of Nick Grayson. I'm never going to get over that. Well, we were just about to head out to Bleak Falls Barrow. But as I indicated at the end of the last video, Farngart actually did have Mage Light. And I kind of want to get that. In addition to just being a source of light, the cool thing about that is it sticks to whatever it hits. So you can actually hit enemies with that and light them up. So if you're in a dimly lit area and you want to know where a target is, get popping with that and make it a little easier for any follow-up shots. Who are you?
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
Yes, I went out for a pint or two.
Alright, good to know. Sir?
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow.
I was. Let's see, what do you got?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to guess them.
I know. I have a little bit of money, so let's see, is there anything else? Calm might be fun, but no, I want Mage Light. I want Muffle as well. There's a lot of stuff in here I want, but that's all I want right now.
Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I.
Well, you can always go get it yourself. There is that option, you know. Alright. Now, one other thing before we head on to there. I used up a lot of health and magicka potions on that last episode. Or was it episode 2? I don't remember now, but I used up a lot of what I had. So I need to make up a few more. So I think I'm going to swing by the house, make any last minute changes to weapons and armor that I might need, and then we're off. Alright, now let me grab all of those. I don't have anything to fortify my alchemy, so it's just going to be my raw skill, which is not much. Now, we need some restore health and we need some restore magicka. And for restore health, butterfly wing, and let's see, do I have anything else here? I think it's blue mountain flower. I think. Yeah. Only 22 points, but I'll take it. I'll leave one of those. Now I need red mountain flower, and let me look at my notes here. See, we can't do red mountain flower and white cap. That stinks. More tapanella. There we go. Probably ought to grab a couple of restore stamina while we're at it. And I think for that I need purple mountain flower and let's see, mud crab, chitin. Alright. Now I could sample some of these things to learn the effects, but I don't really need to do that. I may want to whip up a couple of poisons while I'm at it, but I don't know if I have enough of the right stuff. But that did not boost my alchemy level at all yet. Blue butterfly wing and blue mountain flower. Watch this one. Boom. Fortify conjuration, damage, magic regen, but we got a heck of a boost from that. There we go. I don't know what else does fortify conjuration. I think, well, let's see. Frost salts, hog raven feathers, lavender. You don't have a whole lot of either of those. Like you have some lavender. There we go. Oh, that just increases the duration. That's not very helpful. What I need is some fortified destruction, and I'm not sure if I have that in my notes. Or some magic regen. Well, I'll have to look that up later. But I think that's going to be enough for right now. Let me go ahead and unload these. I don't really need to drag these around. Alright, let's check our gear. Our weight's 105, so I think I've already unloaded everything I don't need to be carrying around. We've got our fancy new sword. Oh, I don't need that barbarian armor. What a waste that was. And a couple of jewelry items I don't need. Let's see. I don't have a dedicated jewelry container. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. The disenchanting font. Well, you can see right through it. That's not supposed to do that. But this is, you can disenchant anything that you've enchanted yourself. So like if I found an item that had an enchantment on it, like those Thalmor robes, I would not be able to disenchant that. But if it was something that I made and I enchanted, or not necessarily something I made, but it was something that I enchanted, I could remove the enchantment from it. I don't need this stuff right now. And the barbarian armor is a huge waste of weight. Okay. We'll go unload some of those items outside. Wait, I want to see something here. What's this scribbled note? I don't remember this. Oh, yeah. Let me get that out of my inventory. I don't like my inventory to be cluttered with stuff that's not essential. So I don't need that. I don't really need that. I don't need that. Okay. Got some smithing gear. I still don't know why this is here. Something happened when I regenerated the LODs, because there's an extra statue of Debella there. We got the big one that's behind the little outhouse, and now there's another one over there. Not sure what the deal is. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Something I'll look into later. Don't need to be carrying those things. 3 torches is enough. Alright, I think we're all set. So, there was something I wanted to bring up. I wanted to talk about a little bit about see that starburst effect on the sun there? That is another mod. That is another one from Luxor. It's called 4K Sun. Very cool. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And while we're on the subject of Luxor, these rocks right here, the mountain mod I'm using, is also by Luxor. It's called Red Rocks 4K. You won't find either of these on the Nexus anymore. I'm pretty sure that one's not there anymore. I think he took them down. But Luxor's got a huge, massive new texture mod. I think it just come out like within the last month or two. And it's huge. I mean, it's so big that you have to download it in 3 parts. Each part's like 2 gigabytes. And it retextures pretty much everything, I think. But it's kind of disappointing. I still had this mod on my old drive, so I was able to retrieve it. But the Red Rocks is, in my opinion, it's well, when it was on the Nexus, it was the best mountain retexture mod out there. I absolutely love this mod. So I was kind of sad when I went reinstalling everything and I went on Nexus to look for it and I'm like, oh, it's gone. What I did at the time was I installed Northfire's Photoreal Mountains. Now Luxor may have included this Red Rocks 4K in his new texture mod. I don't know. I can't tell from the pictures. There's not a lot of pictures, but that may be why he took it down, because it's included in that new texture mod. But at the time, did I get that disease cured? Yeah, okay. Yeah, at the time, I didn't think I was going to be able to get Red Rocks, so I was like, well, the next best option for me was Northfire's, and I kind of hate saying it like that because it sounds like I'm settling for that one. Northfire's Photoreal Mountains is a really nice mod, and if I was not able to get Red Rocks again, I would have been quite happy with that. I would have been a little disappointed I didn't have Red Rocks, but I'd been very happy with Northfire's. So if you're looking for one, if you're looking for a good mountain mod and you haven't tried it, check it out. It's a very good mod. But I loved Red Rocks and I wanted that quite badly. So I had to do some poking around on my old drive to find it. It was not as easy as it sounds, for whatever reason. I guess it's a vortex thing, but I did manage to find it. So I'm extremely happy about that. So anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about, when I was talking before about this character is going to do a lot of everything, and you're probably thinking, well, how can you be good? There's not going to be enough perks to go around. I wanted to tell a little story about me in the giant camp. So, on one playthrough, I got a bounty in Whiterun to kill a giant. And it was at Giant Camp that's just west of the city of Whiterun. Okay. Now I think I had Mule with me at the time. And I knew there was 2 giants there, and I knew there were 3 mammoths. Go get him, doggy. Come on, boys, one more. Go ahead, you earned it. Oh, good doggy. I wonder if I should. No. I like the magic I've got. The extra magic. Although that has some value. I'll take that. Sack of flour. Why not a sack of shit? I forgot to tell you, I have to do that every time I find a sack of flour. It's in my contract. That's part of my shitty Schwarzenegger impression. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I know there's I gotta get that iron. I know there is money. Mine. Yeah, I got the carry weight. Fur-lined hood. Kind of ugly, but I'm gonna grab it. Full face cover. Yeah, my character needs a face cover. Freaking uglier than me. Didn't think that was possible. I'm gonna grab this longbow because it fits with the story. So I got the bounty. There's giants. There's a steel greatsword. Ooh. Nah, mine's better. I think that's worth. Ah, that's ugly. Okay, this is 17 damage. 19 damage, weight is 17. That's one thing about this mod. This thing only has a weight of 11. It's a little unrealistic. But, oh well. I'm never going to get that story told, am I? Well, okay, so I know there's 2 giants there. And I know there's 3 mammoths, and I want to soul trap them all. So, I obtain 2 greater soul gems for the giants and 3 grand soul gems for the 3 mammoths. So I head out there. I find me a good spot. I got Mule with me. I know she might give away my position, and I wanted to try and get off 1 or 2 sneak shots. So we back away from him a bit. I give her the 3 grand soul gems because I plan on taking the giants out first. And I know that if I do that and I soul trap him, it might fill the grand soul gems, and I don't want that. So I give her the grand soul gems, and I tell her to wait there. I sneak up there. Now I'm thinking, okay, how do I want to do this? The 2 giants are kind of close together, so I'm figuring if I sneak shot one of them, it's going to alert both. So what I ended up doing was I disabled one of them. The other one comes running towards me. I take him out. And then one at a time I take out all 3 of the mammoths. Soul trapped them all. Meet my little buddy. Oh, somebody's got torch arrows.
You're nothing.
What the hell? Come on, give me that skill increase. There we go. Okay, we got one more up there. That's it. Get him, Wolfie. Oh, good doggy. Boy, I keep getting distracted. I'm never going to finish this story. Well, the end result is I soul trapped. Nah. I soul trapped both giants. I soul trapped all 3 of the mammoths. Yeah, it's worth a couple bucks. I don't need to be dragging this stuff around. There you go, torch arrows. Nice. That's another mod. These things are great. Burns a target with 10 fire damage for 5 seconds. That's 50 points of fire damage. Sets a small area ablaze upon impact, illuminating the area and dealing additional fire damage to enemies for 15 seconds. You can make these as well. They're also craftable. You need steel arrows, fire salts, and dwarven oil. 24 steel arrows, so I'll make 24 torch arrows. They're great to use, but as you can see, they can also be used against you. No offense, Wolfie, but you need to bugger off, man. Thank you. I'm going into sneaky mode. Okay, so I used archery to take out the giants and the mammoths. And I wasn't running around, I stayed in the same spot. And you may be thinking, okay, so what? Big deal. We've seen that before. Well, my archery skill was, I want to say it was in the 20s. I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely in the 20s. I had no perks in archery and marksman. I was using a longbow and iron arrows. So how was it I took out 2 giants and 3 mammoths?
That dark elf wants to go on ahead, let him. Better than us, risking our necks.
What if Arbel doesn't come back? I want my share from that clown.
Just shut it. Keep an eye out for trouble.
Trouble. That's me. Up and at 'em, Cupcake. Hey, what happened to my, I thought I had this. I need to get their attention.
No. Over here! You'll pay for that! I'll rip your heart out!
You'll rip nothing. See what I mean? Come on, zombie, get after her. Stupid zombie. Where were you with that other one? Sometimes you just gotta get him in line. Well, that's worth some money. Dang, that sounds painful. Let's see. Carry capacity. Yeah. Okay, for now. What I'll do with some of these things, I'm not going to sell them right now. I'm going to keep them. When I get Soul Trap, I can start enchanting these things. And then I'll go and sell them. Okay, I need to fix something. MCM, quick light, lantern, brightness. Well, what's the wide look like? Do I want wide or do I want bright? Let's go with this. Skeever tail, another alchemical ingredient. I don't know why, but you know, if a giant's toe and an elf's ear can be, I guess anything can, right? Taking all that, I'm collecting a lot of lockpicks lately. Woodcutter's axe, don't need one, the house has one. that out. So, okay, so I took out the giants, took out the mammoths, soul trapped them. Well, first I took out the giants. I filled those 2 greater soul gems, and I go back to Mule, and I got the 3 grand soul gems, and then went and took out the mammoths. Okay, great, no problem. But the question is, how did I do that? Because my marksman skill was somewhere in the 20s. I want to say it was like 23, but it may have been 26 or 28, but it was definitely below 30. I was using a longbow and iron arrows. So how do you manage to do that? Well, I've already told you. Bacon. Absolutely bacon. Alchemy can be your friend. See, the first giant I hit with a paralysis poison. And I think at the time the paralysis I had was somewhere around 38-40 seconds. It's somewhere in the 30s. Way to go, genius. So he goes down. The other giant, he comes running towards me because he got alerted. So the first thing I did with him is I shot him with an arrow that was poisoned with a weakness to poison. And then I hit him with a poison of slow. There's a few different items you can use to make slow, but the best stuff is River Betty and Death Bell, because it has a very potent damage health component as well. Nice. Pickpocket is something I definitely need to work at, especially if I'm going to be playing a little bit stealthy. Oh, folks, darn it. No. Hang on. How much magicka does that spell cost? 88. That's a lot. But I need to work on that skill. Come on, where are you? Should be one more around here. There. So the first giant's paralyzed. Second one starts running towards me. Nice. So I hit him with a weakness to poison. Then I hit him with the slow. So when you hit giant with that slow, it slows him down to half speed. So he's just like casually walking towards me, lumbering along. So I got plenty of time now, because he's good, probably 100 yards out yet. So then I hit him with weakness to fire. And then I just popped him with like 3 more arrows. And I stopped and soul trapped him at some point. So he goes down. About that time, the other one gets up. He starts coming towards me. I hit him with, I think I hit him with the weakness of poison and a lingering damage health. And then I might have hit him with the damage health after that. But he drops about the same place the first one did.
Is someone coming? Is that you, Hackney? Bjorn! Zoling!
Oh, that for 1 gold. Yeah, I'll take that. If I have the carry capacity, I'll take it. Normally I wouldn't. This thing's gonna be a little bit of a pain. Uh-oh. Hey, speaking of killing it, let's give him a little taste of his own medicine. I'm not sure how much damage it's going to do.
Don't let it get me! Help!
That didn't do a whole lot, did it?
Don't let it get me! Help!
Don't let it get me, help!
Get it away from me! Get it away! Don't let it get me! Help! Get it away from me! Get it away!
Uh-oh. Woo! Better take that exploit. I want a little more magic. Oh, I got another one? Okay. I really should pay attention to that. You know what I'm gonna do? I've been kind of putting this off, but I think this would be helpful. And I'm gonna hang on to that other one for now.
Get it away from me! Get it away!
Well, that did not get my health back to full.
Help! Kill it! Kill it! Keep it away from me! Don't let it get me! Help!
Shut up!
Out of here! Get me down! Get me down!
Man, you hear that guy?
Get me down! Get me down!
Get me down, get me down. Nice. Definitely could use those.
Get me down!
Listen to him.
Help me out of here!
Shut up. You're not going anywhere. Spider saw to that.
Get me down! Don't leave me for RK's sake.
RK. Why do you have to invoke RK? What does he have to do with anything?
Help!
He's not the one that put you in that predicament.
Get down! Get me down! You, over here.
Alright,
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
handle with a claw.
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
No. Hand the claw over first.
Does it look like I can move? You have to cut me down first.
Okay, good point.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Alright, now.
You fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
You little backstabbing. You know, he's not going anywhere. Does anybody notice something strange about that? Let's back up a little bit. Arville's not going anywhere. Neither are those Draugr. Here, we gotta take a look at something real quick. This is important because it's something that happens several times in the game and there's no real explanation for it. You gotta line up the stones there, right? Then crank the handle to open that. We saw what happens if you don't line the stones up first, right? So how did Arville get down here? The gate was down and those stones were not lined up. So how did Arville get down here? Good question. No good answer. I don't know if did I finish my giant story? I'm not sure I did. The point I was trying to make though is that I was using a bow and arrow. My marksman skill was somewhere in the 20s. I had no perks in marksman. I was using a longbow with iron arrows, and I was able to take out 2 giants and 3 mammoths. I had a fire enchantment, a quite powerful one actually, because I had, gone really far with alchemy and enchanting. I think I had like a 52 point fire damage on a longbow. Just a longbow. But with that and alchemy, I was able to get everything done. I was able to take those guys out with just that.
Nothing here after all.
Uh-oh. Wow. Wolfie. Help me, Wolfie. That's it. Get their attention. Nice. Little block increase there. I heard Arville talking. Wait, what's on 8? Torch is supposed to be on 8. How did that get undone? I heard Arville say something like nothing here after all, and then I didn't hear anything. Do you think maybe he got through? Usually these Draugr wake up when he comes down here and they whack him. Thanks for the money. Okay, there's one over there. Let's see if we can get his attention. There we go. Look at that move. I told you those traps were nasty. Let's not step on that ourselves. Okay, anybody seen Arville? Did he get through here? Maybe he did. Well, this would be interesting. There's Arville. That's not what I want. I'm going back and forth like this with the flame spell because you get that burn damage kind of stacks. Snap. Alright, buddy, you're going downtown. Take those. Those are a little better than iron arrows. Alright, Arville. You didn't quite make it, did you? Let's go take a look at his journal. My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it, the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. Wait, that's not how Arville sounds, is it? It would be more like this. Ah, man, I don't know if I can replicate Arville. All I can think about is... Kill it, kill it! That fool, Lucan Valerius, had no idea that his favorite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow. He might have known. He wants it back quite badly. Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says that there's a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that, quote, when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands. Alrighty then. Had so many interruptions, I really didn't get to tell my giant story very well, I don't think. Alright, another chest, and they got these things hiding everywhere if I can get to it. It's an apprentice lock, that means I'll break a pick. That's just how it goes. Oh, maybe not. Definitely take the garnet. Another gem to add to my gem pit that I hope to have someday. Oh, son of a... Man, I did not save either. Crap. Alright. Let me get through this part and get us back to where we were. I've got to remember to save once in a while. I told you those traps were nasty. Alright, here we go again. Try this again. Woohoo! Man, I was starting to wonder if I was ever going to get through there. Alright, what's next? Uh-oh. Down you go. Good, another destruction increase. Alright, there's oil, there's another Draugr. Hey, let's get everybody's attention here. Come on. Don't be shy. Ouch. That's just being efficient right there. Another restoration increase. One step closer to 90. Yeah, I didn't mention this before, but this is actually one of the barrows that I really enjoy clearing. I don't know why it is, because normally you would think something in the beginning that you do almost at the beginning of every playthrough would be like Helgen's, like, oh god, let's just get this over with. But for some reason, I really enjoy this one. It's got a little bit of everything. Kind of. Meat My little doggy. Won't be long now before my little furry friend there is just not going to be cutting it any longer. Which brings me to another sore subject, and that's what you can summon. Because that familiar, he's a melee type. But it won't be long now, like I said, before he's just getting one-shotted by everything. So the next option is the Flame Atronach, which is a pretty solid, I don't know, summons at the time, anyway, you know, for a apprentice level. But it's a ranged unit. And if you're a magic user, you want something to run in there and tank for you. Or if you're an archer, you want something to run in there and tank for you. And the Flame Atronach isn't that. And you don't have any other options. I mean, you can keep using the familiar, but he's going to be getting one-shotted by everything. So you don't really have any other options. And that just always bugged me that they didn't give you at least two options at every skill level. You know, one melee and one scroll of fireball. Nice. Anything with the word fire in it. No, they didn't give you, at least give you one melee and one ranged summons. But you're stuck there. You know, you may need a melee summons and you don't have one. So that's one of the spell packs that I want to work on. Yeah, I've got some destruction spells that are non-area effect or added level spells. Aw, did you really earn that one? I think that one was all on me. Oh, there. You gotta earn them, man. You know the deal. Come on, little buddy. Then you look at the add-up level. You got the Frost Atronach, which is not really that great. Sometimes it's so big it can't get into places. It's kind of slow moving. I mean, it does. Damn locks. Come on. It's an apprentice. It's a novice lock. I broke a pick on a novice lock. Who's the novice now? I don't really like the Frost Atronach. It's too damn big. It's kind of slow. But again, you kind of run into the same problem there. It's a melee type. And its windup is so slow you can easily just maneuver away from it. But what if you don't want one? What if you want a ranged unit? You know, what if you're going up against mages or something? And you want to, you know, you have to use the Flame Atronach, which by that time is becoming very underpowered. So you don't have an option. It's not until later, like when you get to expert levels, that you can get a Storm Atronach and a Dremora Lord. Well, there you go. You've got your melee fighter and you got your ranged unit. Ow! Alright, let's dance, Bone Boy. Down you go. guy was dealing some damage, huh? Do I have a level up? Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna hang on to that one. Have a feeling I may need it soon. Yeah, all that stuff's worthwhile. So anyway, one of the spell packs I want to make is going to give a few more options. Not only so that you'll have a ranged and a melee summons at each level, and I'm talking apprentice, adept, expert, master, but also when it comes to the range, having one that does fire, one that does frost, one that does shock. Because if you're going up against mages, flame atronach, yeah, that's helpful, but if you have something that throws down shock and can help deplete their magicka and damage health, why wouldn't you want that? But in the base game, you don't have that. That's one of the things about Skyrim that really bothered me, is magic was nerfed so much. Oh god, not again. Save. It's really underpowered and... Damn it. What are you doing? Turn around. Get him, Wolfie. Did everybody? I'll take that as a yes. Anyway, I would just like some more options. If you look at Oblivion, there were probably twice as many options for summonings. I mean, you had Clan Fear, you had a Daedra, you had a Wraith, you had I think you had a Ghost and Lich, and there were like 4 different skeletons. Skeletal Warrior, Skeletal Guardian, Skeletal Champion, something like that. There were a bunch of different skeletons, each one, you know, a little tougher than the previous. And of course you had the Dremora Lord. Or was it just Dremora? I don't remember. Anyway. You had way more options. My favorite was the Clan Fear. It wasn't the toughest, but it moved really fast and it packed a pretty good punch. Oh, you had Scamp. That was, I think, the first one you had. So you just had way more options for summoning things, and depending on the situation, certain things would call for certain summons. You could summon a spider, I think a storm atronach, the Zvili, X-Zvili thingy, I don't know what that's called, you know, the great big ugly thing. So many more options. But, you know, I mean, you can get 3 more with the Dawnguard DLC, and I think there's one from Dragonborn DLC you can get. But if you didn't look at that, you just looked at the base game, what have you got? You got the familiar, Flame Atronach, Storm Atronach, Frost Atronach, Dremora Lord. Right? That's it. It's just... it's really weak and very disappointing. Especially when you consider there's times when you need a melee warrior. There's times when you want a ranged unit. No, I don't have this memorized, in case you're wondering. Like, oh, you must play this a lot, you got that memorized? No, I just know that they're all off by 2. Every puzzle door is off by 2. Didn't you know that? Okay, maybe not quite, but... Freaking bats, man! Oh, might as well grab this while I'm here. Give me a gem. Gimme. I'm telling you, if you've not seen the videos for my house mod, I've got a little room that's a vault. There's shelves in there. There's a safe. There's a chest full of gold, but it's called a gem pit. It's a pit to put gems in, so you can dump them in there and they won't go anywhere. They'll stay in that one little room. And the whole point of that is just to see how big a pile of gems I can get. I want it so deep that I have to wade through it. I want it so deep, full of gems in there, that I'm gonna wish I had made my gem pit deeper, or maybe just bigger. Alright, how are we gonna do this? We want to get up our little buddy. Poisons are not gonna help here. Let's go ahead and grab this. Wow, why did the audio get nerfed all of a sudden? Hey, stop shouting out my dog. You are not done yet, good sir. Ouch. Okay, I need to assist my little buddy. There you go. Thank you, Zikoru, for the awesome silver sword. I gotta wonder if it's... There's that. I'll disenchant that. I gotta wonder if it's a little overpowered right now. I'm on master difficulty, though. How can it be overpowered? Oh, I just bought that. Staff of Zombies. Alright, that's worth some money. That's a decent haul, considering it's still very early in the game. Now, if you're not aware, there are 2 more loot chests in this place. I wasn't even aware of this until not too long ago. One of them is way back here, I think. No? Where is it? Let's get a little light on the subject. Here we go. Yes. Nice. Nice little haul. And the other one... Come around to this side. Upstairs, across the water. There we go. Another scroll of mass paralysis. Sweet. Then of course there's one back here. Well, you guys be sure and let me know what you think of the lighting in here. I was watching the first and the second video. It was a little back and forth. At some points the lighting looked fine. At some points it looked kind of dark. So I didn't really want to do anything until I had a better sample, you know. I don't want the skull, I just want the flowers. Alright. It's 5 a.m. I think we'll end this one here. We'll wait an hour. Actually, here. We'll wait 2 hours, get in a save, and then we'll head on down the road and go see our buddy Lucan. So that's going to do it for this episode. Wait a minute, what is that? Okay, that for a second there, that looked like a mouse's ass or a rat with the tail coming out of it, doesn't it? It's just something in the texture. There it is again. I thought there was a rat trying to hide itself and its ass was still sticking out. That happens, you know. I see that. Alright, anyway, that's going to do it for episode 4. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I hope to see you again in episode 5. We're going to make our way back to Whiterun, and we're going to deliver the Golden Claw, we're going to deliver the dragonstone, we're going to disenchant some stuff and unload some stuff, and then who knows what happens after that. So, again, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I will see you in the next episode.